So we're gonna get over to the last. We'll get this next act. One more act. Let's go for the next act. Let's go. Let's go. Commercial welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Hailey Boyle.
Is anyone else wicked stoned? Anyone? Oh my god, I feel so full. I ate so many Doritos. Hi, how are you? Skinny bitches. Great. Oh, you guys want to look at my belly? Enjoy it? Huh? Don't look away. Look here. Yeah, enjoy it. That's what it's there for. Look how uncomfortable he is. He's like, oh god. It's all right. A girl like me, I'm where it's at, sir. The skinny bitches, look at. She's ornamental. Okay. Girl like me, I could carry you to safety. Huh? Keep you warm. Plus, you guys, if you think about it, it's kind of like I'm just made of boobs. Yeah, arm titties and shit. Just, You get to second base with right here, right in a grocery store. It's not even dirty. It's I feel like I'm super stoned and you guys are a little weird. I feel like this is gonna be a little struggle. Let's just go right to blowjobs. How about that? Let's get into it. How do you feel about it, awkward fellow? How do you feel about blowjobs? Have you had a blowjob? Yeah. Sounded super believable, sir. Definitely bought right. Yeah, what? All the time I have blowjobs. I don't even pay for them. Shut up. Ugh, I hate them so much. Sometimes girls are like, oh my god, I love sucking dick. No, bitch, you're broken. Okay? That's impossible. There's no way you're like, oh, I want a room temperature sausage wedged into my throat. No, I'll try not to throw up for 15 minutes. It's not fun. And then men get insulted. They're like, what do you mean you don't like blowjobs? Like, have you ever sucked a dick? Have you ever sucked a dick? He was like, no. Gross. Oh, it's a horrible thing to have to do. It's like when you're at someone's house and you're petting their cat and like some hair flies up into the air and just sticks in the back of your throat. I just need some water. Some water. It's hideous. So that's what a blowjob is like, sir. It's a terrible thing to have to do. Oh, I just give really shitty ones now and hope I don't get asked to do it again. I make that angry face and use lots of teeth and growling. It's fun because the guy won't pull a dick back out of your mouth. But they do tremble. I used to live in Fairbanks, Alaska, and I feel like the people of Scotland don't really mind. But when I moved to New York to be a comic, they got so mad at me. They'd be like, you and your stupid Sarah Palin. And I was like, well, she's not mine. I always vote Democrat. I love Alaska, but not as much as I love having abortions. That's my favorite. I like to get one every 6 months, whether I need it or not. Just keep it fresh. They were worried when I said I was going to move to New York to be a comic. They were like, be careful in the big city. Someone might slip you something and have their way with you. Like they must have some ambitious rapists in New York. How are you going to pull that off? Slip me a roofie, go get a trolley, pull your van around? Like, call an accomplice? I'm at least a two-man job. I think it's kind of a wasted effort. Because all you really need is the van and maybe some cupcakes. I would go. I love snacks. I feel like, now I live in Los Angeles now where everyone's like this little Twiggy bitch here. This, you know, the kind of girl you can just push off a train platform. Just, bye-bye, bitch. Oh. It must be scary to be so little. Like, I feel like I could just scoop her up and put her under my arm and walk away. Even if she kicks and screams, I could be like, well, she needs a nap. It's like that in the afternoons. That must be a frightening life. Like, I feel like as a bigger girl, I should go out into the world and rape a rapist. You know? It's not gonna be easy. I'm not, it's like, oh, they're gonna run away from me. Let's be honest. I gotta find one with poor depth perception and then sneak up on him, and flip him over, and stuff my clit inside. I'm like, ha ha! Take that. Yeah. And it won't hurt, but it'll be humiliating. They go back to his rapey hangout with his rapey buddies, like, this is stupid. I don't want to do it anymore. I'll do that for you. I'm trying to make up for being a shitty feminist. That's my goal for the year, guys. Trying to be a better feminist. It's just really hard because I fucking hate women. So much I hate them. It's terrible. I knew I didn't like them. I didn't realize I hated them until someone pointed out that the porn I was watching was not healthy. Because I hate blowjobs and I hate blowjob porn. But if one lady's holding another lady's head on a dick and she's crying a little bit, yeah, that just does it for me, bro. Why are you so easily embarrassed? You're an adult. You must be a hoot in the sack, sir. Are you always this awkward? Have you had sex with a lady? No. Aww. Are any ladies like to help him? I'm fucking tired. I'm not doing it. I'm not teaching anybody anything. That's my new rule. I used to bone the young ones, Oh, they're so precious. You can talk them into shit. But they're terrible at sex, but they're so fucking enthusiastic, They're like, oh, I'll do it again in 5 minutes. I'm like, never do that again. That was a terrible thing you did. I brought home a 19-year-old recently that I found in a hot tub. And he was like, oh, I've never been blown. And I was like, well, that's an opportunity. Because if I suck his dick real good one time, I'd own him. He could be my minion. I could be like, go forth and bring back Reese's Cups. Snack time in my kingdom. Such a lazy dick sucker. It's just so lazy, sir. I'll wait for a dude to get really drunk and just be like. Are you gonna suck? I just did. Where were you? For a while, I dated a 24-year-old and I convinced him that a chicken blowjob was a thing. You like that? Uh-huh. What I'm excited for is when he goes out with some other girl, and requests a chicken blowjob. I just hope that she's young enough that she's like, totally, I do that all the time. Everyone knows about the chicken blowjob. It's pretty self-explanatory. You guys don't know about black dick in Glasgow, do you? I'm looking at you. Have you ever been with a black guy? Oh, you're missing out. Oh, it's what? Are you being racist? Because black dick is the best dick there is, ma'am. Oh, he's working with some power, packing some heat. Good for you. Good for you. It's always nice for a husband, I think, when his wife can go out on the town and brag about his dick size. No, that's all right. Shit just got a little weirder. Was it an accident, ma'am, or are you like his ex?
No.
Are you guys fucking swingers? What's going on right now?
No, my husband just loves these women.
Oh, he's one of those guys that's like, ha ha! I feel that, bro, because if I had a dick, believe me, this whole room would have a dick-shaped bruise on their face right now. I would be a fucking menace with that thing. I would just be putting it on people's napkins at the table, waiting for him to bump into it, ha ha, you like that shit. The Spider-Man and bitches at bus stops. I'd be out of control. I feel like they gotta be kind of a pain in the ass, too. And balls are gross, huh? Ugh. Balls are hideous. They look like somebody dropped silly putty on the carpet and they hadn't vacuumed. They're like, put them in your mouth. No, fuck you, sir. No. Point being, black dick is good shit. Like, and if you haven't been with a black guy, it's not just about size. Like, it's like a whole thing. Like, let's call it seasoning. It's like if you haven't been with a black dude, it's like you've been eating ravioli out of a can, and you're like, oh hey, Italian food. Mm. And then one day you go to Italy and have like fresh ravioli, and you're like, this is mind blowing, and that's black dick. It's like if there was a dick grocery store, black dick would be the truffles. So they're huge, they smell like coconuts, it's really nice. But it is a little different. First time I was ever with a black guy, like right in the middle, he was like, whose pussy is this? I was like, I'm gonna ignore that. But then he just did it again more angry, like, whose pussy is this? I was like, fee-fi, I don't know. Technically it's mine, but you're using it. What the fuck, man? I like how awkward you got about black dick as a group, guys. As a group, you're like, there's none of them here. Is it okay to discuss them? It's dark, you don't know. They could be here. My mom thinks I'm a lesbian. So did those people. Yeah. That's fine, I'm used to it. I feel like it's my own fault. I do exhibit a lot of the traits of a lesbian. I own a ladder, that's pretty gay. What hurts my feelings is when I tell someone I'm not gay and I can tell they don't believe me. Because they make the same face I make when I offer a fat guy dessert and he's like, oh no, I don't care for sweets. Sure look like you do. That's weird. It's weird. I don't want to tell clean jokes. Fuck that noise. I'm a squirter. Got that going for me. Yeah. Pretty proud of that. You know, it's not like when a dude does it. I can't like make a fucking crime scene out of a hotel room, but I do like to push the mist. I'm like, yeah, that's right, sir. Don't cover your eyes. Like he can hide from me behind his little sausage hand. No, sir. No. I'm right fucking here. Jesus. It's guys like this that this is why I don't tell men when they go down there that I might squirt on them. I don't, because I fucking love the reactions, you know? There's only two in the whole world, and one is like, oh, finally, you know? And the other one is amazing. It's like, oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, did you just pee on my face, dude? And the answer is yes, a percentage of that is urine, sir. Congratulations. You know what I learned from watching porn, guys? I have a fancy vagina. That's right, it's better than yours. How do you feel about that? Like, she's like, haha, no, I doubt that. No, I'll tell you what, man, I've seen the style these days, very severe. They just shave them, and they look angry, like the mouth of a librarian. You know, and mine's like a whole face. It's got character, man. It's like a jowly older gentleman, just, ugh. He's a little cranky, a little stodgy, but deep down he loves you, you know? Oh, and I like it. Not only does it have character, but it's very meaty. And I think that's the future of vaginas, guys, evolutionarily speaking. If you have a daughter, pray she gets a meaty vagina. I'm telling you, dude, you can't sneak up on me in some alley and hope to penetrate me. You can be down there all day like, well, where does this begin and end? I can't... Well, there's no opening at all. This is ridiculous. Oh, I shouted too much and now I'm losing my voice all over again. Oh, second level of stonedness just came over me, guys, and I got re-hungry even though I just ate a whole fucking bag of Cool Original Doritos. Just a really great name for a flavor, guys. There's some fucked up flavors in general. Fucking smoked ox, cooked ham and mustard. I'm like, are you eating raw ham ever? Weird Scots and your weird snacks. You know what it's like for a chunky girl to come to your country and not be able to eat your chips? No, you don't. Look at you. You haven't eaten in days, for fuck's sake. Oh my goodness. You can't have sex. You'll die. There's no way he would survive a night with me. That's for sure. I would wake up on top of his tiny corpse with a big hickey in the middle of my belly, and little claw marks, and he fought so hard. Didn't make it. So precious. You what? Bring chocolate. Are you saying that if you bring chocolate, that you would survive? I don't think you understand women, sir. Okay? You bring me candy, you're gonna whip me into a frenzy. Is that what you want? You have a broken pelvis before you even get your clothes off. That's fucking stupid. Jesus. It's the little dudes that are always pushy with me, too. They're like, I'm gonna scale you like a mountain. No, you're not, sir. The creepiest shit, they're like, oh, I just want a woman with big hands and big feet. I'm like, you should talk to someone. That's an odd fetish. I have nightmares about it, though. I have nightmares about, like, taking home a little dude, and I'm like, everything's going fine. But then he slips inside me and disappears. Muffled screams and then nothing. I got, like, 3 days of helicopters circling. Once a year, his family comes with flowers. It's terribly awkward. Don't get me wrong, though. I like being a big girl. Like, it's fun for me to be a giant, you know? It's also fun that people assume I'm a lesbian because it means I get a lot more credibility, you know? Like, people trust my math. That's nice. No, you guys don't really go for sexism jokes, huh? Do you not want that here? Like, are you guys traditional? Like, I look around and I see some very fancy ladies. Like, I keep looking over at you and I'm like, are you wearing a fucking crown on your neck? What the hell is going on with you right now? I don't know, I feel like in America, like, my whole thing, like, I'm practically a dude at this point. Like, if I could clit slap somebody, I fucking would. Just, ugh. It's hard to present as a feminist when you're my size, you know? Because it's not sexy. Like, if you're like her with the little hat and her little getup, if she's like, oh, I'm a feminist, they're like, she probably does anal. You know, like, for her, it's a whole different thing. For me, it's not like that. I'm like, oh, I can push your car out of the ditch by myself. And I'm a feminist. It's not cute. Like, no one's, well, he might go home and jerk off to me, like, stomping through the woods, eating whole pumpkins, like, equal rights for everyone! Ah! I hope you do, sir. I hope that you are sexually traumatized by this performance. I hope that when you go home and jerk off, you just hear me, ah! Ah! And I hope that over time it develops into some kind of weird Wookiee fetish that you can't get over. And then you end up paying prostitutes to wear Chewy masks for the rest of your life. That's my wish for you. I'm sorry, sir, you don't deserve this. I'm just so stoned, I can't think of any actual jokes, and you're such an easy target. Oh. Oh. How did you manage to get a blowjob and not have sex? That doesn't add up. That's this. What?
That's not what they go.
Okay, but so a dude blew you? Or are you gay?
Yeah.
Well, why did you say that instead of just acting like an awkward fucking nerd? You are terrible gay. You seem like a fucking, like you love Harry Potter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not like fucking Barbra Streisand, just much more fucking comic books. That's what you're putting out, sir. Are you his boyfriend? Oh. Oh, that feels like it's a kind of a yes. That's a little sweet. Oh. Well, at least I got both of you, huh? Then later on you guys can comfort each other. Actually, you know what? Don't, because I worry. 2 men together can escalate. Because I fuck men, and I have to be the sex cop. You know? They're fucking full of ideas, boys, aren't they? They're like, oh, go ahead, put your foot on my hip, and then lean way back. And I'm like, no, get on the bed or go the fuck home. But with 2 men, who's gonna slow that shit down? They're like, bring your trapeze, and I'll get a sword, and we'll take it over. You'll end up in the emergency room, for heaven's sake. Oh, I have a friend who's what you call gay for pay. Which means, in America anyway, he's straight, but he is a gay prostitute. And I thought, that's a tough job. You ever take it in the butt, ma'am? It's a lot. You gotta eat yogurt the day before and fucking meditate and shit. It's a chore. Turns out that's not the case. He gets his dick sucked for money. That's a great job. Did you even know that was an option, sir? You're right? Probably went to college like a sucker. Oh. I just don't see how that's a job, because, like, I like dudes, but never in my life have I been like, man, I gotta suck a dick tonight. Ooh, I'll pay $20 to suck a dick tonight. If I do suck a dick, it's usually like, well, you've been good. It's your birthday. I do have to get going because it's my snack time. But for all the little bitches in the audience, I know I've been a little harsh on you, and it's because I hate you. But as much as I hate you, it's important to me that you know that I don't envy you. Because like a lot of times they look at me with these little faces like, oh, poor sad fat girl, no fuck you. I eat whole cakes, okay, whenever I want. I have a great life. Oh, it's awesome. It's probably tough to be little. It probably hurts you to sit down. Huh? Those two, they've got to cling together when it's windy. The worst part about being little is you guys can only sleep with like 2, 3 guys, and then everyone thinks you're a whore. Well, that would never happen to me. I can sleep with whoever I want, and everyone's like, well, good for you. Go get him. Thanks for coming out, you guys.